Stand by with logos.
Move legal. And cue logo sequence.
Well, look, you see how my plug goes out of the computer and it's supposed to go into the wall. Right now, it's just going into your pocket. Connected to my Walkman.
We are ready for... We are on.
America strongly suggests using rye whiskey instead of bourbon and stirring the coffee.
Okay, we've got one contestant. Let's get moving, people.
We're at 30 seconds.
Hey, I'm... Fair enough. Coming at you, one contestant, roaring to go.
Okay, you're ready on set. 10 seconds.
Catch you on the flap side.
Yeah, let's go with the sleep check.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4, 3.
9.7 WEOB, The Asylum.
Hey, Cookie here. I believe Cool Runnings is the finest movie ever made about a Jamaican bobsled team. I'm glad it's just you and me. This way I can give you my full attention. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
Fatmouth Fascist Fish, the animatronic fish that's sweeping the nation. He sings, he moves, he hates democracy. Fatmouth Fascist Fish.
Okay, no turning back. First up, architecture. I'm having a beer party this weekend. It's just like other parties, except with beer. Suppose I fashion an archway of different beer cases. Where should I put the keystone? Bottom middle case, bottom right case, top middle case, or bottom left case? Maybe you should just stick to drinking wine coolers instead. This would have worked. The keystone is the apex of the arch, locking the other pieces in position. I also plan to fashion a decorative harp out of cases of harp. How about, in the beginning there was candy. Which of these candy names best describes a supernova? Ring Pop, Starburst, Milky Way, or Airhead? When a star explodes, it's called a supernova. And it may leave behind a red dwarf, which is awesome because red is my favorite flavor. Here we have J-Wo. If you have a JPEG of J-Lo and it's of a place on J-Lo's body that matches what the J in JPEG stands for, what do you have a digital picture of? Jennifer Lopez's junk, Jennifer Lopez's jaw, Jennifer Lopez's joint, or Jennifer Lopez's jacket? JPEG, the most common of digital photograph formats, stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. So you'd have a picture of her joints, perhaps a sexy knuckle or a hot elbow. Of course, a single photograph isn't what you want. What you want is a nice 2-hour moving picture such as Geely or Monster-in-Law. Yeah, that's what you want.
Everybody quattro, everybody quattro, hey!
Here's one I like to call Toys R. Kelly, and it's a this or that. I'm gonna read off 7 things. For each one, tell me if it's the name of an R. Kelly album or a toy you'd find at Toys R Us. If it's an R. Kelly album, press left on your plus control pad. If it's a toy from Toys R Us, press right on your plus control pad. Each one right will be $300, which buys a lot of action figures. But get one wrong and $300 are out. And you've got 30 seconds to toy around. All right, let's get started. Chocolate Factory, Marshmallow Blaster, Water Pop Blaster, 12 Play, Rockstar Bounce House, Double Up, Rock and Roll Girls. On the one hand, you could say you did close enough to getting them all right. On the other hand, wasn't close enough R. Kelly's legal defense? I heard Toys R Us was going to sell an R. Kelly action figure. It's the only action figure that can't get within a 20-mile radius of children.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Take a stab at the Primordial Bread Bowl. If Panera honored the prehistoric supercontinent that consisted of all the continents smushed together with a sandwich that smushed all of Panera's sandwiches together, what would it be called? Panera's Pancetta Panini, Panera's Panacea Panini, Panera's Pandora Panini, or Panera's Pangea Panini? Pangea is the landmass that before continental drift was comprised of all the major continents. And like the Pangea, once it's in your stomach, it splits apart and rapidly drifts toward your South Pole. That'll wrap up round 1. And you've got a pretty nice score. It's a shame there's nobody here to share it with. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. And keep in mind, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer of the game. All right, let's get back to it. This one's called Sham Ow! I assume you've seen those commercials for the slap chop and the Sham Wow. Say you have a horrible kitchen accident and kill someone with a slap chop. If one Sham Wow soaks up 25 ounces of liquid as advertised and your victim has 11 pints of blood, how many Sham Wows will you need? 8 Sham Wows, 18 Sham Wows, 28 Sham Wows, or 38 Sham Wows? There are 16 ounces in a pint, thus the math comes out to about 7.04 ShamWows to do the job. So to play it safe, you'd want to use 8. Now to get rid of the body, you're going to want to go with the Ronco 5-tray electric food dehydrator and beef jerky maker.
Question 7!
Try this on for size. En fuego! Anybody who knows me knows I enjoy 3 things: waffles, children's toys, and spaghetti sauce. Not necessarily in that order. And speaking of order,
It's the perfect choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question!
and because this one's a little tougher, I'm giving out a $1,000 bonus to anybody who gets it right. Put these products in chronological order based on the year they were first introduced. Lego, Prego, Eggo, Eggo, Lego, Prego, Prego, Lego, Eggo, or Lego, Eggo, Prego. Legos were invented in the early 1930s and hit the market in 1949. Eggo waffles were the first frozen waffles, and they were invented in 1953. And Prego pasta sauce came way later in 1981. You just picked up an extra $1,000 for that. But if I had to pick just one, I'd pick the waffles, because you could theoretically build a toy spaceship out of waffles. And waffles taste pretty good on spaghetti.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Here's one for you. Don't eat the brown aspic. Which of these jam bands is singing a song about jam? Moe's singing My Mashed Fruit, Pulp and All, Widespread Panic singing I'll Heat You to a Paste, The Grateful Dead singing Fruit Juice, Gel of Love, or Fish singing You're Bitter? Were you thinking of this one? Jam is made of fruits mashed whole, whereas jelly is made of fruit juice, marmalade is often bitter, and Jell-O jigglers jiggle. So why is it when you're hanging outside a Moe concert, all you can find to eat is a sandwich made of organic mushrooms, hemp, and 7-grain bread? That was a fishy answer. So here's something fishy in return. Your very own fat-mouth fascist fish from the annoying animatronic fish company. Because if you hang it up on a wall, it should talk. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome $8,000. Yeah, you're welcome.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, if I die.
Next up, the Fast and the Gaseous. What would Vin Diesel have to do if he wanted to change his name to Vin Unleaded Gasoline? Beef himself up to become heavier and oilier? Become more refined as an actor? Put more energy into his work? Or stop being so crude? Not much time left. You could have at least tried. Hell, you might have even come up with this. Gasoline goes through more of a refining process than diesel fuel. You can't refine Vin Diesel. He's too tough and reckless to tame. Just like me. Oops, my rose hip tea is ready.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming?
Coming up, Caribbean blue humor. What's the capital city of the Turks and Caicos Islands? Petersore, Dickhurt City, Peckersting, or Cockburn Town? Yep, Cockburn Town is the capital of the sunny Caribbean islands of Turks and Caicos. So if you go, make sure you take plenty of ointment. Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see two clues that match, press your A button. $4,000 if you're right, 4,000 gone if you're wrong. And one more thing.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Ante up. I've got antes in my panties. No, wait, that's gross. Good luck. There you have it! I hate you.
You don't know Jack!
Nice one, folks. Okay, Danny, let us know what we're doing.
All right, give me the hey sign if you're interested in more playage.
Have you ever felt like a real bore at a party? Then how about a class at Gil's Celebrity Voice Emporium?
I have had years of experience tutoring people to sound like other people. With my program of just 6 easy classes, you'll soon be making quite the impression!
I can finally mimic celebs just like the rest of my friends. Hey, I'm Ed Burns. Or what about this one? Hey, I'm Skeet Ulrich.
Impersonate anyone. It's easy once you know the secret.
Listen up. Hi, I'm Rosie Perret.
And remember, sign up now. Go ahead, make my day.
Next time on the Laugh Factory Radio Stand-Up Special, it's visual comedian Rich Coolidge.
You ever walk into a restaurant and the waiter looks at you like this? And you go like this? I told my mom I was single, and she handed me this. Look at it! If I ever own a poster shop, this is what I'm going to sell. Hoochie Mama!
That's next time on the Laugh Factory Radio Stand-Up Special.
You dress yourself to the nines every day. Why shouldn't you do the same for your friend with 9 lives? At Meow Inappropriate Cat Accessories, we stock hundreds of unnecessary adornments to shamelessly decorate any cat. We've got cat saddles, kitty swim trunks, feline infrared goggles, and introducing the electronic cat translator.
Feed me. Leave me alone. Go yourself.
So if it's cute, if it's teeny, and if it probably shouldn't go on a cat, then you'll find it at Meow Inappropriate Cat Accessories, located between the Bicycles for Dogs warehouse and the Lizard Mittens Emporium.
Next week on a new episode of Old People Exceeding Expectations.
Mr. Tillman,
Do you need a hand getting to the bathroom?
Oh, leave me some shred of dignity. I can use the toilet without your help. You don't need to hold my hand.
Oh, okay, great. Scream if you get trapped in there.
Yeah.
That's next week on Old People Exceeding Expectations.
I like your hoodie. Where'd you get it?
PacSun.
Oh, where's there a PacSun?
I don't know. My mom drove me.
This exchange has been brought to you by the Council for Overheard Tween Conversations.
Hello, I'm Nick Bear, and I'm not here to sell you anything. I used my own money to buy some advertising time to let the world know that I hate Jeff Hansen. This isn't a tricky sales ploy or a joke. Seriously, Jeff Hansen of Chicago, Illinois is a real person and a jerk, and I really hate him. A lot. I am not a rich man. This commercial's expensive and is taking most of the money that I would use to send my children to college. But if it makes any of you understand just how much I hate Jeff Hansen, who is a real person who works in Chicago and lives in Evanston, has brown hair and is about 6'4", then it will be worth it. If I have one hope, it is that spending my entire life savings in these scary economic times will burn the name Jeff Hansen into your brain, so that if you ever have the misfortune of actually meeting him, you will remember just how deeply and totally I hate this man, and take it as a warning to steer clear. Thank you for listening, unless you happen to be Jeff Hansen, in which case, f*** you, sir.
Feeling tired, groggy, sleepy?
When you need an energy drink that'll get you going, try 3-Day Energy Drink. It's guaranteed to keep you wide awake and alert for up to 3 days at a time. Your mouth will hardly be able to keep up with your brain. I just had 2 of them and I've never felt more alert and alive. I mean, sure, my body's feeling a little...
It's a terrible commute. Authorities hope that the trains will be running in the next few hours once the dung